what happened a month ago?
Uh, I don't remember.
We returned to Krymnos and were able to make significant trade with the city at whole so that we could
Oh,
acquire enough salt to perform a resurrection with the cauldron we have. Uh, we were able to bring Callie back to life and then got back on the road to.
Data.
Oh. Yeah, that's what I was looking at, but I was like, that sounds wrong to me. Uh, to Data Harbor to meet our prophet contact, or our priest contact. And on our way, we bumped into uh a few druidic satyrs who were traveling to sell some wares. They had some interesting stuff, but I don't think we ended up buying anything.
Centaurs, and I don't think so.
Wait, what did I say?
Satyrs.
Oh, I was picturing centaurs in my head.
Hmm.
Um, uh, but I think that was it. A few of us imbibed some hallucinogenic tea from the mushrooms that I'd seen. I think Beast partake of in the caves. Um, and I'm sure we made a lot of healthy and steady progress in our time uh, in that hour or so.
Yeah. So y'all have camped and are able to continue on the path towards Data. Y'all are not very far out at this point. Um, do the message that y'all received from Alexius did include a map to help you find the uh, spire in the woods, basically, where y'all would be able to speak with her. Um, but yeah, as you continue traveling through the Laguna Centaur territory, um, you find your way towards those of you that are more familiar with the area. Um, travelers, gosh, I'm blanking on names. It's been so long. Aklon, you know that you've probably got about a day's travel before you reach the Data River. Um, and judging from the map, the location you're looking for is somewhere in the woods to the east of the Data River, near the harbor, about where the smiley face is drawn. Do, 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 do. But yeah, you'll travel for another day or so. Um, who would like to take point in trying to search for the tower itself?
Would that be strictly a survival check?
Um, yes, unless someone has some skills that could apply to like map reading and understanding the layout of the terrain and stuff like that. Uh, that
I
would
can do
lend
that.
towards advantage.
I will provide you blessing of the wilds and give you guidance.
Okay.
All right, survival check with advantage and
Oh Christ!
uh, guidance. All
Nice.
right.
We made it.
Rough
Uh,
ride, but we got there.
the map that you've been provided with is not incredibly detailed. But you, in your travels west, you do stumble upon a landmark, a large jutting stone that's marked on the map, and you're able to adjust your course, and you find your way by the end of the day, as the sun's getting lower, fairly confident that you'd be able to reach your destination within a uh, few hours the next morning. But gather it's probably time to set up camp before you get there. Which y'all can find a location to do so just fine. The help of a tiny hut.
Hell yeah.
All right. Is there anything y'all would like to specify doing during the rest?
Is Callie? So I know there's like a certain level of exhaustion. Is like where are we at on that for Callie?
I'm pretty sure. Wait, I got resurrected. Took a long rest. I'm not sure how many days has passed since then. So I think only this is
believe
like the second
3.
day. Only 3.
So when you wake up the next day, you should be at a -1 still.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, 1 exhaustion level.
All right. Okay. Well, yeah. Beast will gather some berries. Can I do like a check for that?
Sure, you can make a survival check.
Okay. 1 second. Survival. If I do really good, I hope there's strawberries, but we'll see.
I was about to say,
Not
no.
1.
Oh my god.
That
You
checks.
do not find any strawberries. You do find some little, like, kind of look like little blueberries.
Oh no.
You're not positive though. There's just like this little bush, some small round berries on it.
I will save these for when I'm weary.
Okay.
At my time of need, these berries will save me.
I'm gonna put in quotation marks berries in my
Oh no! God.
Are we level 8 now? I got my character Mancer going for some reason.
Mine
still level
also
7.
like popped up, but I feel like we're 7. I think
Oh,
roll
okay.
20 just
Maybe-
is weird.
Yeah, that is
yeah.
I think you're still 7, yeah.
I think it's just a new button that's part of
Yeah.
Right,
an
in a
update.
bad spot.
Yeah. Highly tempting.
Yeah.
Roll 20 just likes to confuse me.
All right. Well, with that, your berries gathered, the icy hut set up. Y'all can bed down for a long rest.
I think I'd be interested in taking one of the watches, but I can take the last watch.
Okie doke. Any other offers?
I'll take the first watch.
Doke.
Well, I can't do watches, everybody. So Beast, is finally time for him to do a watch.
I'll do a middle watch, and I will specifically say, Beast, would you like to take watch with me? Stares with fishy eyes.
I guess so. Oh, I'm back. Oh, okay. I'll do it.
Do you think you will be able to manage?
Yeah, I'll pull through just this night. I think I can do it.
I'm grateful.
All right. I think that leaves the second watch left to Hallion if he's willing.
Yep.
All right.
Akira, I like that you picked the absolute worst watch to invite Beast onto.
Mhm.
Totally fair.
All right. Well, with your watches set up, the evening passes very peacefully. There's light activity, woodland creatures, the hoot of an owl, but nothing too serious. You don't see any travelers or um, predators or anything like that. The night passes and morning begins to dawn. You're closer and closer to the Siren Sea, and the sunrise is striking off in the distance.
Hmm.
Oh, sorry. You're waiting on. Where's mission? There it is, right there.
Oh no, we're good. The night passes. No need for anyone to make any checks or anything. And whenever you wake, you can pack up camp, have a nice little breakfast, and hit the road. Not really a road, but a Klon, you know that you just need to head a little northwest, and you're looking for a dilapidated tower hidden among the trees. If y'all want to give a um, survival check for searching for it specifically, that'd be great.
All right.
Fantastic.
Okay.
It doesn't take long. A couple hours of walking, and you begin to see some signs of like ancient rubble on the forest floor. Broken down bits of wall, like the remnants of what might have been like a bunker of some kind. And walking a little bit deeper, you come to this very small tower. Looks like it's got like 2 stories. Crumbling. The door is wide open into a dark interior. Small stone steps leading up to it. Beast, as y'all are approaching, you are looking at this thing, and the ground kind of catches your eye. You see that, like, in the area around it, the ground seems disturbed, like claw marks and like recent activity around this tower. Not humanoid. It looks very like animalistic. And you see some like scrapes and stuff on like the stone stairway leading up to the tower.
Beast is gonna like pantomime for everyone to like shut up, like stick out his hands, squat down dramatically a little bit, and then he's gonna like do charades of like clawing animal and then point at the claws and then like do like a throat like death like thing.
Mm-hmm.
How does the party respond to that?
What are you talking about?
I'll say, like, all of you can, like, once it's pointed out, you see some of the markings and stuff that he's talking about.
I believe he is saying that he has seen something that has climbed to top of tower and hung itself.
Damn.
Really? I thought it was an interpretive dance about a family of badgers.
No, okay.
Yeah, you could have just said that. I'm really into poetry, actually.
There's a deadly animal or something like a monster. Look at those claws.
Oh. I'm gonna
Oh,
like
that-
drop to the ground and start sniffing.
You
those
tell
are
what it
from
is.
One big badger.
I don't know. Can I tell what it is?
Make a perception check.
I have advantage on checks using the sense of smell.
Mhm.
I think I'd like to use inspiration for that because that's funny.
Maybe it is badger, maybe it's not.
Oh,
Okay. Sticking your nose out, you do not recognize the scent at all. It's not anything that you are familiar with, but you do catch like a the scent of like ozone. Like the air is very like sharp and clear. It's something odd, it's unusual, but you are sensing something weird.
ooh. I'm gonna start wandering around and like making like animal beckoning sounds. Just try to see if I can pull it out, even though that's not a animal smell. I think that I'm detecting.
Yeah, I mean, you know that whatever you're smelling is not an animal, but
Yeah, but I'm still doing the shepherd thing.
you managed to get the attention of some other animals nearby, but small woodland creatures that seem trepidatious to come closer to the tower.
Oh,
Do I catch any vibes from this strange smell? I'm sciencey. I'm magicy. What's going on?
Are you trying to just smell the air, or
Mhm.
do you have something else you'd like to do?
No, I just have a nose. That's it.
I'm
Oh
gonna
wait,
say
I have magic. I'm a fucking wizard. Hang on, it's been a minute. Sorry.
oh my
Sorry.
god.
What the fuck? Okay, alright, I'm back in it. Whew. Yeah, I'll just smell, but if I don't know, I have detect magic. I'm gonna detect magic. That's smart. I'm gonna do my thing that I can do to speed that up to ritual cast that fast. Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
You put out your detect magic, you don't detect anything around you, and you know that like detect magic can't penetrate stone very deeply. So like your sixth sense is kind of blocked by the structure itself. And like the door is open, but you're not catching anything from like in that room or anything.
Can
But
I
you can
walk
maintain this for 3
around?
minutes.
Yeah.
Are you just walking around the outside of the building, or are you trying to go in?
Fuck it. Yeah, I'm walking in.
Would you like to just walk in, or are you going to try to be careful or stealthy at all?
You're scaring me, Tyler. Um,
My job.
oh God, it's working. I don't. I will. Is this concentration? Okay.
Detect magic? Yes.
Okay. Mage armor is not. That's nice. I'm gonna mage armor myself
Okay.
before I walk in. Fucking
The rest
idiots.
of you see Akira uh, shrouding themselves with magic, and looks like they're heading towards the door. Is anyone else doing anything?
I will follow Akira in.
Yeah, I might as well go in.
Yay!
Yeah, I chat for a second more with the animals, but then see everyone else and spring up and follow.
Mm-hmm.
As does Beast.
Okie doke. Let me see.
Oh no! Eyeball emoji. Eyeball emoji.
You begin to head into this this open round room. Contrary to the image that you see before you, you can see that a lot of the stuff, the bookshelves, the table, much of it has been knocked over. It looks like this place has been ransacked a bit. Your detect magic does not pick up much, though you do catch a bit over. Well, you'll have to move into the room a little bit more, but once you head in, you detect some abjuration magic over here.
Ooh. Okay.
And if you'd like to give investigation, anyone,
I would
and you
love
all feel free
to.
to move in if you like.
Oh my god, I can move myself, actually.
Yeah! Y'all investigate some shit. Specifically whatever's weird and abjurative.
Hmm.
Pink! Okay.
Okay. As you all move into this room, you can see that it's pretty obvious that something has torn through here. Um, Stuff's knocked over, broken chairs. Um, you see like bite marks taken out of things, torn, shredded books. Um, Akira, the area where the abjuration is coming from, you see that it's emanating from a trap door. Um, you can kind of see it under this block here. Also, around the trapdoor, you see claw marks and like the remnants of like blasts, like um, not quite fire, but like an arcane like burst. It's very disrupted, as if something was trying to get through this but couldn't.
Hmm.
There is this staircase over here. It does look to be a complete staircase leading to an upper floor. Um, Other than that, everything in here is pretty torn apart.
Uh, I will point out the trapdoor to people and say, this trapdoor seems to be protected somehow. It seems as if something was trying to get in, but I do not think that they were able to.
Get into whatever room this door is on the other side of, Tyler?
Yeah, I mean, there's a
Okay.
trapdoor in the floor,
You talking about-
and someone on this side of it was trying
Trying
to
to-
get into it, but was unable to.
Gotcha.
So this right here, this trap door right here. Okay.
Mhm.
I want to see what's inside of it. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm also curious. I wonder if we will be able to get in.
Oh, you're the wizard. You said it's protected by magic.
This is true. Akira will walk over and first just try like opening it normally.
Yeah, it does not open.
Cool. I'm gonna knock because this got me last time.
You're not. Hey.
You knock. There is no response from the trapdoor. Theo, you hear some sound of like shuffling or cracking coming from upstairs. Aklon, as you get closer to the stairs, you also hear like the breaking of a piece of wood coming from upstairs.
Ooh. And I'll point towards the stairs.
Well, are we going up or inviting whatever is making the noise to come down?
Bring him down?
Very well.
Downstairs?
Wait here 1 moment, please. And I will head up the stairs. My objective is to go up just enough to get eyes on whatever is making the noise up there.
Mm-hmm. Do. 1 second. Okay, you come to the top of the stairs and you see a room that is full of even more rubble. Stone that's collapsed. There's still some roof, but next to the staircase where you're at, there is a large like hole where the roof has fallen and the wall has fallen as well. It's open air. There is debris scattered all over the place. As you come up, you see two creatures: a hulking bipedal green monstrosity, and then a like quadrupedal blue and red dog-like creature with a long tail with an eye on the end of it. As you come up to the top of the stairs, you see the dog-like creature has its mouth on a large mirror, and it bites down, and the mirror shatters, and you see like the eye on the tail like draw energy out of the mirror and absorb it into the eye, and then glow with a flash. Um, and then as you come to the stairs and see this, both of the creatures like turn to look at you, and look like they're starting to move your direction.
Do the downstairs folk get a sense that this is going on, that there's some danger?
Yeah, I mean, y'all are aware that there's something up there, and a Klon has gone up to get its attention, so y'all are able to like, prepare yourselves.
Yeah, Aklon said, wait. So that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
If y'all have any like preparation things y'all want to do in like the round or so, after a Klon's gone up, you can do so. But a Klon, what are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna pick up a piece of debris, chuck it across the room, not necessarily trying to hit anything, just winging it in their general direction, and then booking down the stairs.
You lob it and you can tell these things have already got your scent, and before it even hits the ground, they are running after you.
Great. Yeah.
Um, you are able to book it down the stairs. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna put you back on the other map,
And
and
I'm just gonna pull around to the side of the stairs and just say, uh, two, two big uglies incoming.
I'm going to hold
Oh, it's
Thorn Whip for the
can't be that
next
bad, right?
for the next big ugly.
okay.
I want to hold as well. I want to hold a Goring Rush if they come with. Well, no, that requires a run. I want to hit them with my horns if they come within melee range of me.
All right.
I'll hold the firebolt because fuck it.
I-
Why
I
not?
gotta run over there. Hold up. Here I go. Oh my god, they are.
Oh God!
Okay. Running down the stairs, you see these two large monstrosities. A hulking green bipedal monster with the face of like a hyena, sharp teeth, and behind it a dog-shaped creature with no eyes on its face, but a large one off of a tail eye stalk. They come racing down, and let's roll initiative. We'll get initiative going, and then those of you that had held actions that get triggered or be able to take those.
Akira, what's going on?
Oh my God! Do you want a match?
This fucking this Iron Man carrying me.
Forget that I'm wearing the green one. That's so fucked up.
Already.
Listen, do I ever draw my characters accurately? No. Never.
There we go.
You smell good?
Yeah, it does. It really does. I'm gonna go to the fresh pages. That's good shit.
Okay. Beast, I don't think your held action goes off until one of these things get closer to you, which might happen before your turn. Those of you with ranged attacks can go ahead and take them.
Just go for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Akira, that hits. I'm assuming
Yeah.
you're hitting the big green one.
Yeah.
Okay.
But green.
Jesus.
Dink.
Okay, and Theo, a 14 misses.
All right.
Okay. Up first is the big green guy who's going to continue bounding forward. Beast, you can make your attack.
All right. Pew
15 will hit.
for 14.
14.
For 4. My bad.
Okay. It's like, I mean, there might have been a plus 10, but
That'd be-
okay. This big thing's gonna run in and slash at you with its claws. As they streak through the air, you see like the claws, a shimmering like blue energy kind of envelops them as he strikes.
oh,
That is a 12 to hit.
that will miss.
You block it off, and then he's going to come in with a bite, and that's a 14. Ugh.
That will miss.
Okay, well, that is it for their turn. Aklan.
All right. As it runs by, I will take a couple cracks at it. Trying to smack it in the kidneys a couple times.
That'll hit.
And I will spend a key point on one of those for a stunning strike.
Okay.
It's 16 is the DC.
As a natural 20.
That's a problem. I will just make one more unarmed attack in that case as my.
Hmm. That hits.
All right.
All right. Hallion.
I will go charging in.
I'm getting the Valiant.
First, I will bonus action rage.
Beautiful.
I will run to there. And I'm going to try to hit this cat thing in the back.
All right.
I don't like the way it's looking at me. I will attack recklessly.
That hits.
Divine Fury is on.
Oh,
Turn.
shit.
Divine Fury. Oh, wait, did my rage bonus to damage go up? No. So second attack.
Okay, that Divine Fury, that's
Radiant damage.
radiant, and
Yeah.
that's just the 3.
No, it is the D6 plus 3 because it's D6 plus half my barbarian level rounded down. So it's 8 radiant and then
Okay.
16 non-magical piercing.
Gotcha. Oh, that was the wrong amount of buttons. Okay. As your attack with the radiant energy, that seems to just the radiant energy just seems to bounce off of this thing's hide.
Okay.
Woo!
All right.
Or 23. Non-magical.
Okay. Don't you still get the rage damage though?
I'm sorry, yeah, 25.
25, yeah.
Yeah. I only get the, not that it would have mattered, but I only get the radiant on the first attack.
Mm-hmm.
That was 40 feet in, which leaves me 20 feet of movement. No, actually, I'm not going anywhere.
Okay. Do. What can you do again, Demetrius?
Mostly stabbing.
Yep.
Oh, that's what I was thinking of. Oh.
I need to reset their hit points. Okay. They will run in and make a couple attacks with the quarterstaff. 19 will hit. 5 bludgeoning. Okay. Callie.
Forgot it was an Echo Knight. I'm gonna summon my Echo to the left of bees. And just go swing around and just try my best to jaw this big ass green thing. Let me see. Hopefully I don't miss. It's been a month. You got this, man. Roll 22.
Hits.
4. Damn. All right, we got this. We got another one coming out. Watch this. 15.
That'll hit.
Oh my god, we're cooking with grease. Yeah, that's it. That's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. Akira.
I'm gonna scooch up like a teeny bit. Let me see if that's enough. Perfect. And guess what? I'm Witch Bolton at 2nd level on the green guy.
All right.
Hey, but I like to fucking see.
A 20 will hit.
Okay. Fucking excellent. Okay, 2nd level. Bink. Okay. Okay.
All right. Minus 10. All right, and you've got a sustained arc of lightning between you and the green guy.
Hell yeah.
Theo.
So the cat is visible, right?
Yeah.
And it's like on the stairs, right?
Yeah, it's on the stairs. It's on its way down.
Okay, I would like to try to thorn whip it from the stairs to the
Okay.
ground.
All right, go for it. Would you like me to roll?
Oh
for you?
yes. Sorry, I couldn't hear you over. Yeah.
One whip. That will hit.
Great. So I'll just say, as briars sprout around me and launch themselves at the target, just here, kitty, 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 and just yank them 10 feet closer.
Okay. Let's see. For the sake of stuff, I'm gonna let them fall 15 feet so they don't land on. No, why would I do that? Why would I not follow the rules? They're gonna fall, and Akhlon, you can make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I forgot that happens.
That's enough. You get out of the way. You can. Let me see if I can move your token. Yeah, that's great. They'll fall 5-10 feet. Before I get to that, though, Theo, as your magically summoned Thorn Whip wraps around the neck of this thing, glowing with a green nature energy, you see some of that energy looks like it's getting absorbed by this feline figure. It pulses with green, and then a bit of green like rushes up its tail, and the eyeball at the tip of its tail glows and a streak of green energy shoots back at you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Oh my god.
Okay. You dealt 5 damage. The cat only took 2 damage, and you take the other 3 damage.
Okay.
But they did get pulled. We'll roll a d6. They'll take another 1 bludgeoning damage.
Does it come the full 10 feet?
Yes. I think whenever I had moved it, it was. I guess it's just because of the size of the token that it looked like I grabbed. Because. Okay, yeah, we'll put it there then.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't remember exactly where it was, but yeah, it's fine.
Okay, and then I'm gonna just hop up onto this table.
Okay.
And
It is prone now too.
oh, I love that. I think though that is all for my turn.
Okay. Beast.
Can I grapple this thing and then attack with a bonus action, or do I need to use the bonus action attack first before I can grapple?
You can attempt to grapple using only one of your attacks. So you can try to grapple it, and then you still have your second attack that you can attack, and then you'd be able to use your bonus action. You can't do the bonus action first because it requires you to. It's when you use the attack action, you can then make a bonus action attack, not the other way around.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So strength check.
Yeah, you can use athletics, and then they will fight it with either athletics or acrobatics. Ooh, that's a 14. So you manage to grapple this creature. Then you
All
have
right.
one more attack, and then your bonus.
Well, I'm going to use Callie's sickle on it. Boom.
17 will hit. 3 slashing
3.
damage.
And then a bonus action with my horns. Go. Nope, that's not it. There.
That'll hit. All right. Okay, with that, it is the 4-legged creature's turn. Open back up their sheet because I had closed it for some reason. The monstrosity clambers back to its feet, and then a shimmering bolt of purplish energy flashes from its tail. It is going to shoot a bolt of energy at Theo. It'll have disadvantage because of a Klon being next to it. That's a 17.
That just barely hits.
Okay. It's going to be 14 psychic damage. It is then going to turn and make 2 claw attacks against a Klon. It's a 26 and a nat 1. The 26 will deal 6 slashing damage and 1 force damage.
Alrighty.
And that's it for its turn. Oh, my guys are back to back. That's fantastic. Okay. Big green guy is going to focus attacks on the grappler here. Claws, that's a 20 to hit beast.
That'll.
8 slashing and 9 force damage,
Okay. Okay.
followed by a bite. That's a 10 to hit, so no damage.
Okay. Yeah, that'll miss.
And then it is a Claw's turn.
All right. As this thing is scrambling back up to its feet and takes a couple swipes at me, I am going to attempt to use the eyeball at the end of its tail like a speed bag. So I'm gonna
That
punch
hits.
that a couple times.
Not.
And I will spend a key point for a flurry of blows.
Will miss.
And having spent a key point on flurry of blows, I will add the Hands of Harm damage, which at this level, let me make sure I get this right. Yeah, when I use Hands of Harm, the creature has the poison condition until the end of my next turn.
Okay. As you send this pulse of necrotic energy,
Mhm.
You see that it washes off of its hide like water off a duck's back,
Okay.
and it does not take the necrotic damage.
Okay.
Does what's the wording like? Would they still take the poison condition, or?
Let me find the exact wording for that here. Hold on. It's the last sentence there. When you use the Hands of Harm on a creature, you can subject the creature to the poisoned condition until the end of your next turn. So I think it's up to your interpretation whether or not its immunity to the damage type means I use the Hands of Harm on the creature or not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's immune to the necrotic damage, but it's not immune to the poison condition. I'll say it still like gets thrown off its groove enough that it will be poisoned.
Cool.
Right. Hallion.
I did not think my plan through. I did not expect Cat to be pulled to the ground, but that's okay. I will recklessly attack each of these creatures once. Starting with the eyeball cat. That's going to miss. And the other guy will also miss.
Yeah.
But then my mobility feat will allow me to break away.
All right.
I'm done.
Okay.
Well, wait, I'm confused. If you were attacking recklessly, don't you have advantage on both of those attacks?
I do not, because I'm within 5 feet and using a spear or a lance.
Oh, I got you.
All right. Demetrius will swing the staff a couple times. Those will both hit. 9 and 11. And use a shadow strike, deal an extra bit of damage. All right. This thing's looking pretty hurt at this point. And Callie.
All right. I'm just gonna keep punching bag and this big green motherfucker.
All right.
Well, look, watch. Watch this. The dice are heated up right now. I told you, you gotta let them simmer for a little while.
That hits.
Look, another one. Look, I gotta show them. They're hot right now. They're getting real spicy.
Well, not quite.
Okay. Well, yeah, you don't want to burn yourself getting too hot too.
hmm
When will unleash incarnation with my brother and do one more.
Okay, only the 17 lands.
Yeah, he just started though, so it was only hot from one fire, but it was 11 damage.
Mm-hmm. All right. Kira.
I'm gonna keep witch bolting dude.
All
And
right.
I
Steals a
think it
straight
only
D12.
yeah. Let's see. You gotta say dink. Don't even worry. Dink.
All right.
Solid.
8 more lightning damage.
And I don't think I have a bonus action that I can use. So yeah, that's it.
All right. Theo.
Okay, he's going to raise his open palm to the sky and begin to clench into a fist. There's something that appears to be resisting, and the mortar in the stones above begins to crack and crumble. And black Nyx light begins falling on this spot here. I'm going to cast Moonbeam as a 4th level spell.
Okay.
And still roll kind of shit on that damage.
Okay, that doesn't hurt them until their turn, though, I think.
Correct, yes.
All right. Cackling energy, appearing, and beast.
Beast is going to punch the monstrosity he has grappled
Mm-hmm.
with his fists, like ground and pound style, and gonna do a flurry of blows, but that is immediately after you take the attack action. Okay. It's a bonus action. I could do 2 unarmed strikes. Okay, so it's like 1 extra unarmed strike.
You can
All right.
do 2 attacks, and then you can do a free 1 attack, or you can spend a key point to do 2 attacks as your flurry of blows.
Okay, yeah, that makes so yeah, 2 attacks, 2 bonus flurry of blows.
All right.
All right, so 1, does that hit?
Yes.
2, 3, 4.
All right. Incredible. Thing is looking pretty hurt.
Nice.
All right. On this creature's turn, the radiant energy that's surrounding it does not seem to be affecting it at all. Mm-hmm. And it's going to move down a bit and swipe out with its claws at Theo. That's a 23 to hit
Yeah.
for 7 slashing that you ignore and 6 force damage that you don't. Second claw attack at Aklon That's a 21.
I'm gonna use inspiration. God.
Would you like another?
You have seen both of these creatures be immune to radiant damage. Just saying.
Fair.
Second attack with the claws at a Klon. That's a 21 to hit for 6 slashing and 5 force damage.
Okay.
And then a bite will chomp down at Theo. That's a 23 to hit for 11 piercing. That's ignored, and 8 force damage.
Okay.
Okay. The other guy is going to focus on Beast. Claws, that's a 14 to hit. Bite, that's a 21.
That'll hit.
Did the 14 hit? I don't think so. No.
Nope.
Okay. That's 14 piercing damage and 11 force damage.
Oof. All right. Beast is gonna use his innate ability to negate some of that. Let's see. Where is that? 1 second, folks.
I think is it a D10 or a D12?
Do I not have it in my? Yeah, I don't think I actually have it.
Unscarred Resilience. When you take damage, you can use your reaction to roll a D12. D12 plus your Constitution modifier.
Okay. So that is 12.
All right.
So how much was the damage?
The total was 25. So less 12 is 13.
Okay.
Okay. All right, a Klon.
All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep cracking away at this four-legged son of a gun.
All right.
And I'll spend a key point right off the bat for a stunning strike.
So 23.
Yeah, that is just not working for me. And I'll spend another key point for Flurry of Blows.
18 will hit.
And you know what? Having done that, I know that I won't even bother rolling the poison damage or the necrotic damage again, but I will inflict the poison condition on this thing again.
All right. Okay, Hallion.
I will charge back in. Oh. Yeah, right there. I am going to recklessly attack. I'm going to start with the lance attacks on the green boy. I'm not even hitting Divine Fury.
That'll hit.
Or 10.
All right. That also hits.
Or 12, and then since I moved 30 feet and took the attack action, I can make a hooves attack as a bonus action, which I will make on the eyeball cat.
All right.
Of course,
All
that's the
right.
attack that crits. The D4 for 12.
Fantastic. Callie, you see this lance jabbing around you in your space, piercing into this green beast, and as it pours a blue-green ichor from its body, beast, you feel it go limp in your arms.
Okay. Think you got it.
Okay. Demetrius will use their action to lay on hands and restore 20 points of health to Beast.
Thank you.
And then it is Callie's turn.
All right, we're gonna move my boy next to me in the climb, like right above me, and we're just gonna jump this fucking cat. uh, fuck it, we're putting hands and feet on this cat, and we're just gonna do that. Damn, 9. Oh my god, the dice will heat up. The ball is rolling up from here. 13. Oh man, see, it's going up.
Not quite up enough, though.
But it is going to get an action surge because I'm going to hit it. It's going to keep going up. Watch this. All right. 12? No, it's not really going up. It's kind of stagnant. One more try. One more.
There we go.
Hell yeah.
It took 4 attempts to get 9 damage. You know what? Fuck it. I'm releasing Incarnation. I'm gonna do another attack.
Right.
I got
16
16.
hits.
Okay. 7. I rolled 1.
All right. Okay, Akira.
I have something I really want to do, but it's dumb and it's just because I want to do it. But I
Go
might.
ahead.
Sounds great.
What have I seen this cat be resistant to or immune to so far? Necrotic and radiant. Is that it?
Yes.
Okay. See, guys, I want to hang on. Let me measure some shit.
It's not immune to these fucking hands.
Right? Okay. Hang on. Okay, that's thought. Ooh. Perfect. Wait, maybe not. Maybe psych. Okay, I want to fireball this guy, but I don't want to get anybody else. So can I do it like in the corner somewhere over here-ish so that I don't catch anybody? Like, would that hit Theo?
No, it doesn't look like it.
I love fireballing shit. Let's do it.
All right.
Oh, it's a cat. I bet it's so dexterous. I don't care. I'm in it. I'm in it to win it.
All right. Well,
Ooh,
fireball it.
okay. Should I fireball it or should I lightning ball it, guys?
Fireball.
All right. I'm fireball it. I'm gonna fireball it. My save is a 14, which is not great.
Roll your damage.
Why is it a 14?
Oh shit. Oh, that's. I don't know. I think I suck.
How is it a 14?
Isn't
I
it
don't know.
proficiency bonus 3 by now?
Yes.
What's your int score?
16.
Oh,
So
that's,
How-
that's yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay. Word. Yeah, I don't have
Alright.
a very high first stat.
The creature does not get out of the way of the blast. They take the hit. They don't avoid it. But you see some of the fiery energy get absorbed, and then a bolt of fire shoots from the eye directly at you, Akira. You can make a dexterity saving throw.
God fucking damn it! Hell yeah, though. I love this. Dexterity saving throw. Dink.
Okay.
Yeah.
The cat only takes half damage, and you avoid taking the other half of the damage.
Yes. Hell yeah. Fireball, how I've missed you.
All right, Theo.
Well, here's to hoping that behavior's a reaction. While I'm standing up on this table, I'll just headbutt it, crack our skulls together. Whoop, wrong thing. There we go.
Hits.
Jesus. 11 points of acid damage.
You see it seemed to take all of that.
And that's it for my turn. Because
Okay.
everyone else is actually still doing really well on health.
All right, Beast.
All right, Beast is gonna leap over to the next creature, and I want to jab my sickle into the eyeball. So I will 1 sickle, 2 sickle, and
Creature's tail is just flicking too fast. You can't land a blow.
then I'm gonna infuriate red sickle, blue sickle. Hell yeah. I'm gonna do my horns. I'm gonna just like "Meh," and bonus action.
All right, that hits.
There we go. Right in the eye.
All right.
He whinnied.
The absorber is going to I gotta remember the poison. It's going to focus on the guy that keeps making it feel so bad. Claws, that's a 22 for against
I think
a clone.
I would like to constrict the briars and cast silvery barbs.
All right.
Also, I'm just checking. Are these attacks at disadvantage?
Yeah, that was disadvantage.
Son of a gun.
Disadvantage, but it still has to re-roll.
Yep.
Right.
The reroll is a 24. So
Fuck.
Okay.
Hey, Aklon, do you want the advantage?
Sure.
okay. That's gonna deal 6 slashing and 6 force damage. It's gonna make a
Okay.
second claw attack at a clone. That's a 12. And then it is going to bite at Beast for a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right, that'll be 11 piercing damage and 8 force damage.
Alrighty.
Okay. This kitty is cornered, and it is a clone's turn.
I'm just going to keep swinging on it.
All right. That hits.
And another key point for Flurry of Blows.
Mhm.
And I will, on one of the previous hits, I'll just, oh, that's nice. I will impose the poison condition again.
Right. Okay. This cat's looking bad. Hallion.
I am, as soon as my computer, there we go. Well, there's nowhere to really double charge, so I'll just move back in. Reckless attack. Okay.
There you go. That'll hit. minus another 10. Whittling it down. All right. Anything else, Hal?
Nope.
Okay. Demetrius will squeeze in here. Whack whack. Oops. They can make a bonus action attack. Bonus action rapier. Whoops. Callie.
The ball is rolling up, everybody. I'm going to use my bonus action to fainting attack. So have advantage.
Mhm.
Going to try to punch him. I'm just going to keep on trying.
That hits.
21
That'll
and
hit.
17. Okay. 6 and 16. 16 bludgeoning.
All right.
That's it. That's all I'm going to use.
Okay, Akira.
Ooh, I have so many spells. I hate being a wizard. Who made me do this? Fuck it. So a big part of me wants to do this fireball again. I just want to do that all the time. Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah,
Why
nothing's
not?
stopping you.
Why not?
Mhm.
I love it here.
I will say there's some like wooden tables and crates over there that are just burning still.
Nice. Maybe this time. Well, that's dumb because what if he's immune to lightning and I'm like, I'm gonna mix it up, and then he's like, nothing. That's dumb. Yeah, Akira's smart. Katie would do that. Akira wouldn't. Yeah, I'm gonna just fireball again.
All right. Do. Ooh, that's a lot of damage there.
It's pretty good.
They do save. And then they're also going to use their reaction. So 35 becomes 17. 17. And 17 becomes 8. So they take 8 damage. And I need you to make a dex save.
Okay. Fast. I'm not fast. I'm not fast. I'm so not fast.
They gather some of that fire energy and blast it back at you, and you take 8 damage as well.
Hell yeah.
Okay. This thing is scorched and bleeding. Weak Theo, you're up.
Oh, I was worried about everyone else is still doing fine. Beast looks fine. Yeah, we'll just try to rip this thing apart first and heal everyone after, because everyone's still doing fine. Oh, there we go.
Oh boy,
That's what Daddy wanted to see all night. Jesus Christ.
How do you want to finish it?
I think I'm going to like from standing on top of the table, just get a little springy and jump forward, grabbing its ears, and as I sort of like somersault through the air to the ground on its other side, crack its head into the stone behind us, and then I'll stand up and summon some healing energy for the like next round, where I will cast some healing magic.
Yeah. Well, with that, we are out of combat, so you can dole out your healing.
All right, I'll just bounce back like from over here, jump over the corpse to Beast, and then cast heal. Here you are.
And
Cast.
couldn't kill Theo. Using the stone.
You are going to heal for. I have to do math now. 26 points, and everyone who's hurting heals an additional 7.
Nice.
And then I'll bounce back over and get a Klon. For a total of 14 for a Klon, and then 7 more for anyone else who needs it.
Thank you.
All right. And with that, you'll have defeated these monstrosities.
What are these?
Can I look at the things?
Sure. You can make an Arcana check.
Fuck yeah, I would love that. Dink! God.
You gather from what you've seen this cat thing do that it absorbs and seems to thrive off magical energy. The other thing, you didn't really get a good, clear look at what it does, but you can tell that they are related. They are of like a similar class, though they are not anything like not anything that you recognize what it is.
Akira shrugs.
They bleed similarly is one of the main things that you notice that links them.
The Baja
It's
Blast.
not quite like blood, it's more like a magic ichor goop.
One should definitely drink that.
What were they doing upstairs, Aklon?
Best described as trashing the place. Looks worse than it looks down here.
I look at the like smoldering fires.
Come, take a look. I will step over the big green guy and head upstairs.
Yeah, I'll go with.
Hell yeah, upstairs.
All right. Is everybody heading upstairs?
I'll stay
Yeah.
on the stairs, but I'll go. I'm
We'll
trying to
wait
keep
by
up
the
you while I'm
trap
doing.
door.
Okay, so the upstairs folks are Aklon and Theo and Akira. Beast, are you going up or are you staying down?
Oh, I'm going up.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right. Coming upstairs, you see more ruin, more wreckage. The shattered bits of the mirror that you saw the absorber chomping on whenever you first came up. Other than that, just kind of a ruined, upper storage area for this tower. Big gaping hole up here that leads into open air. Shredded papers, broken crates.
Well, that was kind of a disappointment. Just a bunch of garbage.
I'm gonna start pawing through the trash.
Okie doke. You can make an investigation check. Ooh. You don't find anything that's still worth much of anything. You see some remnants of what might have been like alchemy supplies and like spell scrolls, but nothing that is intact enough to use still.
I'm grabbing garbage and just pocketing it.
Okay.
Keepsakes. Oh my god.
Miscellaneous alchemy garbage. But yeah, you all gather pretty quick that anything interesting up here has been destroyed and devoured by the creatures. What were you saying?
See it as a shithole. And I'll start walking back downstairs.
Yep.
All right.
Did I find anything interesting up there?
No, it was mostly garbage.
Just the scraps from whatever this thing was eating. And I'll kick the cat.
Well, we still got the trap door right here. Maybe.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that would make more sense to house like something important.
This is true.
Has anyone tried opening it?
Yes.
It got abjuration magnet on it.
Oh, that's okay. I got magic fist. I'm gonna punch it.
He's so real. It's so real.
You're just punching it?
With magic.
All right. Your magic fists hit magic wood and it kind of hurts a little bit.
Shit. That's some like that isn't balsa. That's like some oak. Yeah.
I think I'm just going to outstretch my hand again and force the air and cast Dispel Magic.
All right. That level 2 spell, you dispel it, and you can see a flare of energy, and you're pretty sure the arcane lock has been disabled.
I then go over to the trapdoor with my stick and slam it down to like knock the door open. Ta-da!
Wow. You're
Nice
very
one.
strong.
Small claps.
I flex my arms.
All right. You see under the trapdoor a ladder leading down into a basement.
I look
I'll let
nervously
you
at
go
Allian.
Yeah. Shadow sneak my way back up like a whack-a-mole if things get hairy. So do not mind going down there.
All right. Those of you with 2 feet can climb down the ladder.
Very few of us.
Wow, very inaccessible.
The ADA is going to hear about this.
Gotta leave a review on this place.
Yeah, it's not OSHA friendly.
These fucking dungeons.
Oh, This looks just like home.
Oh my god, this is Skyrim map?
Right?
Can I do, is that like an Arcana check to see what these symbols are?
Yeah, you can do a little Arcana check if you like.
Oh, someone should definitely stand right in the middle of that.
Hmm.
That's exactly my first thought.
I
You don't
think I'm
really
gonna
okay. Well, go ahead.
I'm gonna need some blueberries as brain food on this,
No!
guys.
Do you eat some berries?
Now's the time.
How do they taste, Tyler?
Incredibly bitter. Let me get a Constitution saving throw.
Jeez, Scoop.
You stomach them well enough. You're pretty nauseous. You might have to take a bathroom break in a while. But you are not mechanically poisoned.
Jeez.
I go.
Dog.
I just tisk.
Blueberries are out of season, I guess, man. That was bad.
Did you by chance pick Nightshade? They look
Uh,
quite similar.
I mean, yeah, they're like purplish, bluish. Like, yeah, probably.
Are
Oh,
these
well.
tentacles?
Shaking my damn head.
Down in this room, you see there's arcane lights on the wall that keep things dimly illuminated. You see tables with arcane components. You see scrolls and papers. A bed with a locked chest next to it, a couple of bookshelves, and in the center, a magic circle with various symbols and circles drawn in it.
Do you want to give those a look, Akira?
Kira has been looking at whatever the fuck is on this table. It looks like tentacles, but looks over.
You just miscellaneous arcane pouch, like component pouch
Ooh.
stuff.
Akira takes it for no fucking reason. And we'll walk over and I'll look at the wizardy stuff.
I'll
Go,
give you guidance.
Make an Arcana check.
Yay. All right, I'm gonna say fucking dink. Dink. Fuck.
Oh,
Oh.
an opposite reaction.
Yeah. Didn't like that
Whoa.
dink, I guess. Oh, do I use
Well, go ahead and roll
inspiration?
your guidance.
Yeah, fuck it. Dink. Nice.
What is it?
You aren't confident in what's been performed here, but this does look just like a very basic arcane circle that has been used for multiple different things. Change a symbol here, change a symbol there, and you can use it for a few different rituals and stuff. But you don't get any specifics on what it's been used for.
It appears to just be a ritual circle. What it was used for, though, I'm unsure. They have their head
Well-
completely turned to the side and are staring at it like that.
I want to see what it is. I have a brain. I have a little big brain.
I usually don't go for these, but I think I'm intrigued.
13.
Yeah. I mean, you'll look at it and, neither of you are particularly trained, but just given the area around you, this looks to be like a lab. What? Yeah.
Magic is weird, man.
That it is.
You gather this is just a utility circle. It's used for many things. Something that comes to mind is you've heard of arcane practitioners like summoning and trapping creatures for study. And you think that's a likely thing this might have been used for? You're muted.
This might have been a conjuration or possibly even imprisonment circle, likely used for the creatures we saw above. They were probably ransacking the place after escaping. Possibly.
Okay. Um.
But without a caster capable of utilizing this is inert. Nothing we should, I think, need to spend our time worrying about.
I mean, unless we want to like hang on to it in case we need to jail like a demon or something.
I don't know how to do that. And I don't know how to carry this. Gestures to the stone in the ground.
The chalk markings in the stone.
Can I attempt to draw the chalk markings onto a piece of paper for reference?
Yeah, you can take some time and do that. Given time, you're able to do it well enough. No need to like roll or anything.
Okay. Chalk. Pentagram looking thing.
Okay. Callie, are you taking a look at this chest?
Yeah.
It is locked.
Oh, is there also like chalk around, like that I could use for later, perhaps?
Yeah, you can find some chalk laying around.
Okay. Nice.
Ooh. I remember now. Beast. Are you still drawing those runes? Are you still doing that?
Yeah, I wonder if it's on a mind flare.
Oh
be.
wow, man. Hey, so when you're done over here, can you like do your lock picking thing you do?
Oh, I love doing the lock picking thing. Where?
Right here.
What you got there? Oh, a chest. Perfect. Let's see.
It's
Hmm.
all about the Benjamins, baby.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, you can roll a lock picking check.
Shit.
That is unfortunate.
You want inspiration?
Literally, what is
Alright.
going on?
Yeah, what's the deal?
I'm finna
mean,
punch the chest now.
If I have inspiration,
Beast-
I'll do inspiration on them.
Okay.
I would like to give me a roll.
All right. Yeah, it takes you a minute, but you manage to pop the lock, and it opens, and you are left. You can open the chest. Inside, you find a couple of. You find 4 potions, 4 potion bottles, and a satchel.
Do I know what the potions are?
I mean, you can take a minute to kind of inspect them. I like playing with the rule that you can find out what a potion is by just taking a tiny little taste of it. So,
Hey, Akira.
Yes.
I got there's some like fruit pouches or something in here. You want to test them out? See what flavor they are?
Yes, I suppose so. Yeah, no hesitation. I'm tasting the juices.
all right. 3 of them are the same. You've got 3 potions of healing, and one of them gives you a bit of a caffeine rush. You have a potion of speed.
So with the pouch.
Do you want to keep those, Akira? Or...
Yes, for now.
All right.
I
and then-
will. I'll give. No, I'll hold on to them all for now. I need to
Okay.
think about this.
Yeah.
and what was the other item again?
A satchel looks kind of like a messenger's bag.
Oh. Well, what is inside? Beast will open it.
You don't see anything inside. You reach in and it feels deeper than it should be.
Oh yes!
Oh, wait a second.
Fuck
I
yeah!
stick my whole head inside.
Your whole head fits
Oh,
inside.
take
Alright.
it easy.
Make a strength save.
Can I see the bottom of it if I were to peek inside?
No, you can't.
Oh, wow.
Akira, give me an Arcana check.
Fuck yeah! Come on, this is the one.
Callie, you can do one too.
God, fucking damn it! Angel numbers. Does that mean I'm lucky?
That's a pretty shitty bag. I'm not gonna lie.
There's
I'll
no
say
bottom in it.
it's not very difficult. Anyone who's had exposure, Akira, you know that if you don't know what's in a bag of holding, the only way to know is to dump it inside out.
Fuck yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Can I crawl inside first?
Yeah.
Lol.
Theo
Hey, how big is
disappears
the
inside
bag?
the bag. Then Akira, you can take it and push it inside out, and Theo comes falling out of it, showered with a shit ton of gold coins.
Oh yes!
What? Oh my
That was
god.
fun.
You
Make it rain.
did have 60 pounds of gold coins fall on you, Theo.
What?
so-
I am immune to bludgeoning damage.
How much
Wow.
money?
Gold coins.
You can
60.
count it as you put it back in the bag.
Yeah.
It is 3,000 gold.
Oh my god! All right, group inventory.
That's gonna take us a minute to count. I'm gonna pop my head up out the ladder and let the folks upstairs know what's happening.
Okay.
Akira is out loud counting them one by one.
Oh Jesus Christ!
A one.
You don't. You
A
don't have to
two.
do
No, they'll
that.
do it in like they'll do it in like fives.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like just crazy fast.
They're doing like insane math that y'all are like, how the fuck do you do that in your head? Just like how did you look at that?
You're
Which
counting
I
by
cannot
5.
do.
After Theo has popped his head up to let us know that everything's okay down there, and I hear Akira counting, I'll just yell down into the hole, 220, 175, 30, 67.
I joined
18.
a clan in this mission.
Do I have silence? No.
94.
If you did, that might be the best use of silence I'd ever seen.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Make a concentration check.
God. Okay, what is that? Fucking.
Took a short rest during us bothering Akira
Constitution.
for an hour.
What should I roll?
Constitution saving.
Okay. Big brain, good rolls. Dink. Yes.
My God.
You are
Fucking dink. Bitch.
unbothered.
Fuck yeah.
Part of you is unsure why they're shouting numbers, but it doesn't affect your counting at all.
I think it.
Yeah,
at
they're
least
just
from-
like, no, 123 was about 2 minutes ago. Anyway, like,
At least from a clown
Yeah.
standpoint, what happens is once Theo starts shouting numbers, a clown gets confused and just
what?
stops saying numbers. It's like, wait, what?
It is not long before Theo starts saying numbers that do not exist. You know, like 11, 12. Like,
oh yeah. No,
As
that's
a
my
full
favorite
number?
Yeah.
Kylie says a color one time on accident.
Oh my god. Fuck yeah.
But yeah, you manage to count out 1,000 or 3,000 gold, get it put back in the bag of holding. Anything else while you're down here?
Anyone else want to climb inside and dump it inside out again?
I would like to see what that is like.
I hold the bag open for you.
I jump in,
Okay.
like dive in.
I dump it out, so out comes all the coins too.
Oh my god.
Hero, you hit the ground. 60 pounds worth of coins fall on top of you.
Fuck yeah, they do.
You're not immune to bludgeoning
No,
damage.
I'm a little wizard.
You'll take 8 bludgeoning damage.
Damn.
This
It
a
is
good
not as
problem
fun
to
as it
have.
looked when Theo did it.
They just hold their head.
I just keep thinking of the DuckTales intro.
Yeah. They start scooping up the money.
Yeah.
Don't have to count it this time. It goes a little faster.
Just to make sure they're gonna count it a second time.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
right.
Do we get a short rest in?
They're
There's too many-
scientists. They gotta be sure about these things. You know,
Oh,
And this
yes.
would be the time for the DM to take the money back from us.
Now I
Oh,
remember.
There's too many numbers down here.
65.
You gotta go.
33. 70.
Yellow.
All right. You managed to count the money again, get it put back in the bag. You all can take a short rest. And let's go ahead and take our short rest and come back at the 15-minute mark.
Fuck yeah.
All right.
Oh my god.
have defeated the creepy creatures, explored the tower, found the gold, taken a short rest. What would you all like to do now?
This isn't where we're supposed to be, is it?
Judging from the map you were given and the instructions, it does seem like the place you were supposed to meet.
Should I send her a message?
That sounds very helpful.
I'm gonna do that. All right, sending time with my last 3rd level slot.
Did
yeah.
you
I'll
use your? You got a short rest. Did you
Oh
like
yeah, I have arcane something recovery.
recovery?
No, I didn't. Hang on, how does that work?
You get a spell slot back equal to half of your level rounding down, so like a third.
Okay. Oh, nice. Oh, sick.
Or is it down or up? Does it round up for wizards?
I think it's.
It does because you get it at first level.
Oh yeah, sweet.
So a fourth if you want to use that.
You haven't used your 4th level slot.
Yeah. All right. Got one more. So now I will be back down to 1. Okay. I added it. Just click it back down. All right. Yeah. I'll cast sending to Alexius. Is that
Yes.
the one? Okay. And I will say, hello. This is Akira. We have arrived at the location you specified. Will you be here shortly? That's it.
Okay. You get a message back. Fantastic. On the 2nd floor, you should find a mirror. Speak the command word Iris, and it should provide means to communicate longer conversations.
About that. Oh fuck. I will turn to the others who did not hear this because this was in my head and say, she wants us to find a mirror on the 2nd floor. Was that destroyed by the creature?
Yes. When I went upstairs first time, 4-legged thing with eyeball for tail. Chomp on mirror.
Ooh.
Right.
The pieces should all still be up there. It's not like it's 8 pieces of the mirror. Perhaps we can push them all together and.
Yeah.
I don't know if that works.
I mean, I saw this cleric have this like ability one time to do like fix things. I don't know.
You
I'm
talk
not
about when
that
I
sort of
mended
cleric.
those statues together.
Yeah. That's what it was. Now I think about it. Who was that person?
It was people that got people that got petrified by the Gorgons.
Oh, I knew that, but who was the one who fixed him up?
Me.
Oh yeah, that was you, wasn't it? Huh.
What's the long thought after that?
Does that work on mirrors?
It worked on stone. I think we could work on a mirror.
But would it work on a magic mirror?
I don't
There's
know.
one way
Let's
to
try
find
it out.
Back upstairs.
Upstairs.
You'll head back upstairs.
It'd be really funny if this doesn't work and she's like, what the fuck happened between now and a minute ago?
Send her back. Okay, don't be mad.
We didn't do it.
Yeah.
It's not our fault.
All right. I mean, y'all have a bunch of pieces of mirror. What would you like to do with them?
Jigsaw puzzle
Fun.
time.
Yeah, fun family puzzle time.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Told y'all, family time always comes to make a way. Gonna try to mend the mirror back together.
Unfortunately, Theo keeps trying to put the pieces together the way he wants them to look rather than probably how they think.
Just making like mosaic art.
Yeah.
It takes
Give me the piece.
a good amount of time, but you do manage to get the mirror put back together pretty well. It wasn't shattered into a lot of pieces. You have a mirror in front of you now.
We did it.
Did she tell you the command word?
Yes, it was
Akira.
Iris.
Oh yeah. Akira will say that.
You speak the command word into the mirror, and you watch as nothing happens.
Oh no. Okay, yeah, got a message. Alexius again.
Does the mirror see magic?
Sorry, what was that?
Does the mirror seem magic?
Without doing something to try to find that out, like
Oh yeah.
casting a spell of some kind, you wouldn't know.
I mean, when I saw Thing smash mirror with mouth, there was green light that come out and go into eyeball tail eyeball.
Oh.
Maybe if we rub the eyeball Gatorade on it.
I feel like I don't want to mix the magic juices onto the mirror too.
Yeah, that's fine. Me
Not
neither.
for nothing. Could everyone stop saying magic juices, please?
Okay.
Arcane secretions.
Oh, that's worse. That's actually
Magic
worse.
juices it is.
I would like to. It's okay if 10 minutes passes before like I can finish this spell, but I'm going to use piety oracle feature to cast augury to see if using magic juices would aid us in this time since we have no means of magical repair.
Okay. You start working on this augury. Is anybody else doing anything? Are you going to wait for Theo to be finished before you send your message,
Yeah.
Katie?
I'll
Actually,
hang on for a minute.
What's that, Oni?
I was gonna ask Hallen because I'm pretty sure last time we seen a mirror, it was connected with Hallen's god, right? Or is that just the cave that happened to have like a mirror-like substance in it?
I mean, that mirror may have been connected to all this, but not all mirrors are connected.
I don't know which mirrors are not connected. I was asking you.
I don't think this one has anything to do with her.
Hey, it was just a good attempt.
All right. 10 minutes pass. You complete your augury spell, and the results that you get back are no. The magic juice is not going to do you any good. This thing is broken.
Yeah, I think we're fucked.
Allow me to message Alexius again. Yeah, I'll send a message again. And we'll say, unfortunately, the mirror was broken by some sort of arcane beast before we arrived. What should we do? That's it.
There's a moment's pause before you hear a reply. Oh, that's unfortunate. Sit tight. I will. It will take time for me to find my way there, but I should be there tomorrow.
Oh,
I will pass this along to the others.
so
Oh.
we're waiting here for the day.
It seems so.
Oh well. Well,
Yeah,
If we're done doing this,
I'm gonna take the pieces of the mirror and start rearranging them again.
Well, it's a
Reshatter
full,
it.
it's a full
All mirror
solid
now.
mirror.
Oh
yeah.
fuck, that's right.
Got mended, so
you go punch
I
the
wasn't sure
mirror.
how well mending was gonna work since it's magic, but yeah.
it's not magic anymore.
Well, then I'm going to take it and shatter it.
You now have many more pieces of mirror than you did before.
Alright.
7 years bad luck.
Yeah.
I saw my dice earlier. I think we're covered.
I'm gonna go downstairs and claim the bed that the guy had down there.
You don't sleep.
Okay, but I can be comfortable.
Yeah, that's exactly why they need the bed. They have to be conscious. Oh my god. Yeah, what time is it currently, vaguely?
Like 11.
What?
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, y'all set off at like daybreak. It took you
Yeah.
a couple hours to get here. The fight was not very long, and then a couple hours to fuck around. So yeah, like 11.
are there any hags just chilling in the area?
Are there any what?
Hags?
Hags.
Hags?
Yes. You know, witchy.
Like evil, wicked women who want to steal things from you?
I mean,
The best.
Gonna do a
There
little
you
shopping at the soul
Want to
store?
go out looking for a hag? Because I can't just tell you whether or not there's a hag nearby.
6 cents for hags. You know the location of every hag on this fucking planet.
That would help so much in Iceland.
Yeah. If there's like a hagometer, like, I don't know. Okay.
Oh my god. Wait, don't I have the Hydra hide like fully tan now?
Mm-hmm.
Can I start putting that together to make the armor with that?
Start doing some stitch work and such.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can make a little bit of progress on it. It'll probably take more than just an afternoon, but you can definitely start working on it.
We got nothing but time here. Hey,
I'll count the coins again.
It's
God, we're bored.
this time you came up with 2,999.
I'll fucking count them again.
Theo, can you ask if there's any hags around? Like, ask the woodland creature.
Why do you want
Why do you want that?
I mean, hags got like they got some bargains sometimes, you know, and sometimes you get and you need a bargain.
Uh, I
Bargain
don't.
day.
You know, you could just talk to the gods. They're usually actually nicer than dealing with fey creatures that want to take things from you. And that's coming from me.
Maybe like a really smart dung beetle. Like I, the gods are not a great option for me.
You'd
Like,
rather talk to a dung beetle?
I mean, if they were really smart, knew what they were doing. But
They do
anyway.
know what they're doing, but they know how to do like one thing.
Yeah. I just, I don't know. I mean,
What do you
you saw me talk to Airbos, and I didn't get any response. Like, I'm just not good at the whole god thing.
Well, you've made it pretty clear it's not something you actually want, but would you like some advice? I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not a hag. I'm not going to give you advice or things that you want in exchange for parts of your being.
that's true. That's better than that.
What do you want from a hag?
It's been 10 long years, and I just need to find the freaking mind flayer, man. The fact that living his best life as a fucking murderous being of evil just haunts me.
Well, I
And
still don't really know what that creature is. And there are plenty of entities in this world that live evil, happy lives. Callista seems to be getting along relatively fine.
I mean, I can't kill them all, but they didn't all kill my wife, so I mean, like, what am I gonna do? I'm just one guy, but if I can just take out this one mind flare, then I could finally just rest, like, hopefully not like rest, but you get what I'm saying, like rest.
Right. Well, if what you want is peace, then I think that you have other things that you need to consider besides just the destruction of one entity. Whatever that creature is, I believe you when you say that it is evil, it is wicked, and it should not linger within this plane. But hunting down a single creature, as we know, is hard. And it might be within my duties, my skills. Well, I wouldn't say skills, my gifts. That one day Nelia would provide the ability to find such singular creatures if I were to know more about them. But that is something that comes with not only practice of craft, but patience and fealty.
Mm. Mm. Well, I mean, it's been 10 years. I mean, I don't know how much more patient I need to be, but
How long did you sit within circles of the cult of Erebos?
I mean, almost right up until the point that we left. Like, I mean, really, I I was with them, and when I saw this opportunity. I mean, it just felt more real. Felt like I could do something important, find
Mhm.
him, but I just wasn't getting anywhere, and here I am.
What did the priests of Erebos teach you that you remember?
Well, let's see. There's the 9 tenets of death. Um, let's see what else. Like they taught me how to hunt the returned and very specific rites and like sacrificing animals and yeah.
Forgive me. And he like sits on the ground and crosses his legs and kind of looks up at you. What were the tenets?
Oh, let's see. The first one is um you know, always watch out for the brothers. Yep. And the second one is like the brothers being like members of your second one is things that are said in the circle stay in the circle. The third one is um like revenge will always be blood for blood. The fourth one is um he who betrays must be punished with death, and will be tortured in the afterlife. Let's see. The fifth one was like we seek for power to rule and reign in the underworld. The sixth one was do whatever it takes. The seventh one was to always shower before you come to the group meetings. That one was kind of it in after a while of me being there. Not because of me, but I just like was just there and it happened. But anyway, like let's see, the eighth one is like you got to like always sharpen your knife before you sacrifice. And then the ninth one is Erebos above all.
Hmm. So you learned what it was to be a member of a very specific community, but you did not, it sounds like, learn what it was to worship the god of death.
Well, it depends what you mean worship. We worshipped in our own way, certainly. Read the right.
Providing ritual, sacrificing and performing rites, that is the request of the gods. But there is something to the choices that you make and the reasons you make those choices. I may have been called of Nylea and could have denied that calling, but I chose not to because it was incredibly evident in my life where I grew up with the creatures I was surrounded by, that by offering sacrifice by by providing rights, by listening to her guidance, I was participating in a world that gave back to me, offered me my own peace and place in the universe. Erebos hosts the same for those who truly wish it. Death is an inevitable and can be incredibly painful. And knowing that there is a God there who is the defender of that border between life and death, who protects the living and can offer comfort in knowing that those who are dead are not gone forever and may be found again in anyone's future, is actually a surprisingly pleasant kindness that is offered by Nyx that many other gods do not provide. I understand that you seek vengeance, but your wife is dead and likely misses you.
Hmm.
And you have time in this life to do things that you will be prohibited from after you die. If she were a member of the cult of Erebos, it is likely that her wishes would be that you exact vengeance. But I think that you would be better suited to seek vengeance for her peace rather than your own.
I mean, what can I do to secure her peace, knowing that it was robbed from her?
I think that you are nearly on the right track. I also think that your suggestion, your thought, that you come with us, that you travel this way, that you abandon the life you knew, that have put you on the path to be a number of this 7, I believe it was divine.
I don't know. I've never really believed in fate. I especially didn't after Diana died because she just had so much more to give. Like she was robbed, and it the universe would have to have a cruel god if fate were to exist. And so I've just always defied the concept of fate. Like good can come from something so horrendous and evil. Like I just I cannot fathom it.
You cannot fathom that her death was not the steps that were necessary to bring you amongst our number, so that we could retrieve these fragments of the mask and keep them out of the hands of someone who would undo our realm?
I think that that would be some kind of sick play, and that like if gods are really as powerful as they say they are, that wouldn't even be necessary. They could just tell me to do it somehow. I don't know.
Perhaps it was the case that within the role of fate and the wish of Erebos, that Diana has left. And I know that that is a painful sentiment, but it's not one that we can change. It's not a fact that we can alter.
Well, if I agree on anything, I do need to focus on our mission. That I can't help Diana if the entire world crumbles. So I don't think going hag hunting is going to bring me that success. So thank
I
you
agree.
for checking in.
Of
I
course.
appreciate it.
And finally, I think, whether or not you find your success in executing vengeance, if your wife loved you, if she cared for you, then no matter what it is that you do in this life, when you see her again, I do not think that she will have anything except affection for you. You should worry less about her and concern yourself with your health.
Hmm. You know, she would want that. She really would. I can't argue with that. I mean, you wouldn't happen to be able to make some strawberries right now. I'm kind of hungry.
Unfortunately, it's something that Nailia has offered as a gift, and there has been some alterations in what I am allowed to provide in such a case. I'll hand you some blueberries and say, these will not make you shit yourself to death.
I mean, I guess that'll. Oof. I guess that's good. Thank you.
As you should
I'll
dispose of
take.
the ones that you had earlier. I don't want anyone else having those. As funny as that would be, it's quite distracting and awful.
Yeah. Good point. Yeah. We can toss those on the ground. Sounds good. I just remember Katie, but yeah. Oh boy. Well, what are your plans for today, Theo?
Well, I thought we were going to be walking a lot more, so I'm going to just lie here.
All right. You enjoy your basking in the sun. I'll be doing some yoga.
Give you
Kind
a
of early.
thumbs up.
Yeah. End scene.
All right. Does anyone else have anything they'd like to do before we take a long rest and proceed to the morning?
Make a hut.
All right. Well, you can certainly do that. You make a hut. You have the shelter of this old tower to help, and you all get a sufficient night's sleep. You can argue over who gets the bed.
Do you think if we gave Callie those berries that it would do anything?
Like the bad berries?
Yeah. I'm not suggesting we do this by surprise. Just
Oh,
that would as
Oof.
again, as funny as that would be, it's not something I want to actually deal with. Just
like, hey, welcome back to life. Like,
Oh, that's fucked.
Now I kind of want to do it.
Damn, peace.
I mean, never mind. Never mind.
All right, y'all get a good night's rest. The next morning comes, you wake up and can feed yourselves with rations, and you're not waiting for long. You've gathered in the main room. I guess y'all could probably find more comfort downstairs. Well, not all of you can go downstairs. Never mind. On the ground floor, eventually, as you are chatting, you see a flash of light out the doorway, and then walking in through the doorway is the figure you recognize as Alexius. She, good, you're still here. Sorry that I could not come sooner, though I was not prepared to need transport. But it's unfortunate about the mirror.
Yeah, you need to get like a warranty on those, like, or a backup or something. Anyway.
That thing ate it. And I'll point at the corpse.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Oh my. I don't know what that is. Well, oh well, that unfortunate, but not we'll move forward from it. I am glad to see you all well and healthy, it seems. I hope that your quest in removing the mask, the Ainui mask from the city was successful. We have heard rumor of. Sorry, I'm just getting into business right away. I hope. Is everyone all right? Are y'all doing fine? It's been some time.
Callie
Okay.
died.
Yeah, Callie died.
I'm back, bitch.
Sorry to hear that. Excuse me. Never mind.
His vulgarity sensor little off since coming back from death. Apologies.
Oh
I mean, I'm back, bitch, ma'am.
Okay.
Reports have come in from Meletus's information network that Callisto has been seeking after fragments of the partner to the mask that y'all smuggled out of town. I don't know what y'all know about anything, but we have heard rumor about the possible location of one of these fragments. I hope that by informing you, you may be able to track it down before she gets her hands on it. If that is still something y'all are willing to work towards.
Certainly.
Very good. The fragment that we have found, there was a scholar in the temple to Thassa that found tell of a legend which spoke of a fragment of this powerful relic being dispersed and put under guard of a great beast of the sea. Specifically, there's a prophet which resides in a city, Oryxmithes. The
Is that
trouble,
the problem for the city?
the city,
Oh,
though also the beast.
Hmm.
Oryxmithes is a great kraken.
Fuck yeah.
So great indeed that a city was built on its back during a period where the kraken was slumbering. There
Oh.
is tell that it is possible to find the lost city of Eryxmithes somewhere in the Siren Seas, within a region referred to as Thermocles Eddies.
Oh my god.
Yes, I will get all these names.
Thank you. I know what an Eddie is. I've been
Yeah.
prepared for this moment.
Oh, that's the wrong.
Oh.
I did not cut.
Eyeball emoji, eyeball emoji.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The reverser. Damn.
That was the name of the green monster.
Yeah.
Oryxmithes.
Please.
Oh, it was a letter off.
So close. Rick Matthews.
And
Yeah.
Thermocles Eddies. Thermocles Eddies has a bit more of a storied fear, superstition. Superstition makes it seem as though it is unfounded. Many of the sailors, honestly, none of the sailors from Miletus would even consider the possibility of a voyage into the eddies. They are dangerous, monster infested. A voyage would certainly be a large undertaking. There is, however, a captain, a ship captain in Data's Harbor. This is part of the reason I chose this as a meeting place. The captain of a ship called. Where'd the ship name go? Where'd it go? I had it a second ago. God dang it. God dang.
Party boat.
The Eternal Seeker. I do not know the captain's name, but I have heard tales of the Eternal Seeker as a vessel that is more willing to go on fool's errands such as these. Some asking around in the harbor, you hopefully will be able to be pointed in that direction. Possibly do what you can to find more information on Thermocles Eddies. It may be that sailors might have an idea of how you can find it. I am sure that the captain of the Eternal Seeker will not take under this quest for free. Downstairs in this building, there should be a chest wherein you should find a bag of holding containing a large sum of money. You can use that as a way to pay for this voyage and also as a boon to you from the city of Miletus for your assistance. I can do not much more than just wish you luck and hope that you can beat Callisto in this race to gather these artifacts. I do not know what the end result of this uh, power race will be, but I do pray that it comes out with the righteous on the victor side.
Yes, we are grateful that we have your blessing to partake of the gold because we were worried sick that it wasn't going to, that someone was missing their gold. And so we are very glad to hear that that is the case.
Oh, you've already been downstairs. I guess those with abilities such as yours, it should come as no surprise. I had intended to give you the password for the lock and tell you where to find the key to the chest, but guess you'll bypass those necessities.
I don't need your password.
Okay. Yes.
Yep.
Very well. Well, if there's anything else, I think I shall be on my way. If I can provide you with any more aid, I believe, and she looks to Akira, you know how to contact me.
Akira nods.
Best of luck. May the seas be favorable to you, and go with the blessing of Meletus, and pray that Thassa sees kindly upon your journey.
Fuck yeah.
And yeah, she will head back outside, and you hear her speaking with someone there, and then there's another flash of light, and she is gone.
Okay. Do I know anything about this cool city with the Kraken?
Make a history check.
Please let this be the fucking roll. Dink! Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Let me see what more I can find. I know that there's more info about Eric Smithy somewhere.
Guys. It's the fucking ocean.
We're going on a boat, Katie.
I'm normal about this. I'm fine. I'm not even that excited. I'm not even losing it over here.
Remember when we talked with the sea monster for like one session and you almost like pissed yourself?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm sorry for the person I become next session. I'm not at all. I'm not at all. I'm so excited.
It's what you deserve. You played Ghosts of Saltmarsh and were on a boat maybe once.
Yeah. And my character didn't give a fuck about the ocean. The one that didn't.
We had sea adventures.
So you don't really know anything about the city.
Okay.
But those of you that are, let's see, not Theo, but probably Callie and the Centaurs, the full-blooded Centaur, not Demetrius, and Beast. Yeah, sorry. Y'all have heard of like the lost island of Eryximethys. Your memory of it is that there is, tell of an island that went missing. The for Akira, however, you don't know of it as an island. You have heard plenty of tales of the great Kraken Eryximethys. The Titanic Kraken, so large that it could be mistaken for an island. You know that it is generally slumbers, but whenever it wakes, it is the cause of great disturbances in the sea, causing great tsunamis to crash on the land. It is a feared thing. almost like a boogeyman story, but much more terrifying. So yeah, you've definitely heard of like the Titanic crack in Eryximethys. But as long as you've been alive, it's been slumbering, supposedly.
I will very excitedly tell everyone everything that I fucking know.
Mhm.
So if it like moves around, does that like kill everyone who's on the city on there? Or am I mixing up more than one Kraken? Like,
Is it above or below the surface of the ocean?
That's a great question, Tyler. I'm guessing slightly above, like some of it, like a
Um,
glacier, but like most of it's probably
you don't really know like for sure, like you've never seen it or anything like that, but extrapolating, you're sure like a creature this size while it slumbers, if a bit of it, if it were slumbering and floating near the top, then like what was above the water could be perceived as an island. But as soon as this thing woke up, any like civilization that was on it would be, you know, uh wiped out, basically. Like not in like instant death or anything, but just the fact that like now this thing's moving, the ground is not just shaking, it is literally swimming, and
under.
goes
Hmm.
underwater and drowns. Like, any city that was formed on the back of this thing uh would have no chance of surviving it waking up.
Akira draws a diagram and starts explaining all of this
That's
of just
fucking
what they
Kira.
think and like their projected whatever.
That's so funny.
I'm so happy I don't need to breathe.
Well, we're not trying to wake up the Kraken, are we?
No, I do not think that it would. It has been dormant for some time. I have not heard tale of it actually waking up. I doubt that this would happen, because that'd be fucked up, right? That was not Akira. That case.
The bottom of the ocean scares me.
Why?
Are you serious?
What is not to like? It is barren and cold and dark. Oh, okay. I see why that would be. Oh, unpleasant for some. Okay, I
And you,
understand.
and you also just described a giant kraken that looks like an island when it's asleep.
Yes. Akira grin.
Yeah. The big rocks.
So we are to go to the harbor, find the Eternal Seeker and her captain, and anyone who knows of the eddies, and charter the ship that way.
That sounds like a plan, yes?
All before Calypso or Callisto is capable of doing so.
Yes.
Great.
We have something it doesn't have though, and that is Akira.
Fuck yeah! Yes, I must say I'm unsure if they will have anyone who is watched over by Thassa on their side. I doubt it. They look very smug and proud of themselves.
You are a boon, that's for sure. Although it's worth noting that it's possible that Thassa might still be in opposition of us making this discovery.
Mm,
Better to ask forgiveness than for permission.
Better to ask for forgiveness instead of permission.
Yep.
There's levels of fucked up of what you just said.
When we make it to the harbor, I think it would be wise if some of you were to offer sacrifice at her temple before we leave.
Thank you or not.
I mean, sure.
Oh, you say some of you cool with that stuff like that too? Yeah.
Nalia prohibits the offer of sacrifice as part of worship.
Ah. Okay. I don't know. That's just cool. I think she's pretty dope. Dope person.
I
Actually,
agree.
let me not speak of the guys out loud like this.
Yeah, they're pretty sensitive.
I don't know. I blew up a temple once, and nothing's come of it yet.
That's really like the thing that's like you. People haven't even looked for you in melodies. You just blew it up and you just laughed.
I am chosen.
I'm built different.
Oh, yeah, I guess, yeah. Some people are literally made of stars here, but you
We all
oh my
have our
god.
calling. We all have our place within this world, and then within this number.
Was light terrorism one of yours?
Yes.
Hey, shout out to Nalea. Oh my god. Okay,
Can we
so
begin
we're
walking
gonna.
towards the sea now?
I've never seen you this happy.
I miss the ocean. I think about it constantly.
You know, the ocean's right by like Melody. Like we was never that far away.
But now we are.
Okay.
Also, this would be the time now that they'd be able to enter the deep ocean. I believe the harbors would be more shallow.
Thank you or not.
Oh, God, you're right. We have to keep walking. I'll go and gather my stuff.
I'm still the blanket from downstairs.
Why?
Why not? Do y'all have any small shampoo bottles or conditioner?
Weirdly enough, the monsters didn't touch that.
There's some like pristine white hotel towels sitting somewhere.
I could pour out the rest of his liquor. There isn't much left, and you can that, I guess.
What?
I mean, well, like you wanted a bottle, right? Or just you wanted the shampoo? I don't know.
I want the shampoo, man.
Oh, God. I actually have a lot of shampoo. You know, I like to keep my white fur very clean. I could interest you in this. Do you like musky or fruity?
I have not seen you take a shower since I met you.
Oh,
Any type of bath.
Hilarious. Well, I mean, like, of course you don't see it. I mean, but
Beast
you know,
has made a very obvious point of cleaning fastidiously every single day.
Have I missed that? Have I always just never
You've
seen
you've missed that. Beast has been doing that on the reg.
it? Y'all not just fucking with me here. I just blanked that out of my mind.
I swear to God, I'm not fucking.
I have noticed the Beast does that a lot.
Like when we were in the Medusa lair and we were covered in blood and
Yeah.
stuff, I like made a bathtub or something. I don't remember. Found.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm saying that I'm fucking pure grimy. I've been drowned in multiple asses and bloods and poison already.
You got a
You can
good
keep
salt
the
bath.
bar. You go ahead and keep that bar. That's all yours.
All right. Well,
Okay.
y'all are able to pack up and set off towards Data Harbor, and I think there is where we will call a session for this week.